great again. And we can make japa great every single day. Just with a little bit of attention, because where attention goes, energy flows. And to start, we'll hear a few recollections of whatever you gleaned from the last sessions in Jagannath Puri. What one thing, guiding principle, did you take away from the sessions there and the sutras we got from Srila Prabhupada and the discussions we had that's helped you? Yes?
Sit tightly and chant loudly for a long time.
Until the mind becomes one with Krishna. Nice. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. From previous japas, you told that forced japa you discussed, right, Maharaj, in Puri Jagannath, and how to get out of 10 offenses. It helps me to do that with determination and full attention. We can do japa, so that I'm thinking of that while I'm doing japa every day.
As Prabhupada said, the Maha Mantra has an equal effect on everyone, just as the sun has the same effect on everyone, but it's up to our receptivity. And if we're free from the 10 offenses 100%, he said, then we get the full effect of the holy name. Yes, Benny.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I was really liking the last part where we highlight that within attentions are the seeds of love, and also the example that we make. Someone is speaking to you, you're watching at your watch. And so trying to literally pay full attention at each mantra, because Krishna is listening to you and you want to please him.
What a nice point. The attention we give somebody is a demonstration of our love for them. And if we break that attention, then they'll also feel that we don't care. And the simple principle of giving our attention to the holy name is a way of our expressing our love and gratitude to Krishna. It's a very simple principle, but it actually is true, and it can be experienced in our relationships with others. Thank you, Benny. Could we have just 3 more? Is that too much to ask? Yes, Prabhu. 1, 2.
The forced meditation, forcing the mind to be present, and to the degree that we make that endeavor with determination and detachment, so Krishna reciprocates with that endeavor.
Yeah, and the word force really could also be related to the word Shakti. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Shaknoti haiva yashodhum praksharira vimokshanat kama krodod bhavam vegam sayukta sa sukhinara. That you can become a sukhinara, or a happy human. Everyone say sukhinara. You become sukhinara when you have the Shakti to actually control your mind. And if you don't have that Shakti, then you won't feel happy. So the practice of controlling the mind and fixing it on Krishna leads to us being happy humans. You were next? Yeah.
I had kind of the same point as Prabhu, but knowing that Krishna is in front of us and he's listening to us and he's reciprocating with us as we're chanting, I think that really helps me, because it's I don't want to be ignored when somebody's talking to me. So when I'm talking to Krishna, I don't want him to feel ignored. So that really puts me in a focused state.
Such an important point, because it's a personal activity, personal exchange, a personal process. And the more we feel Krishna's presence and his personality, the more effective our chanting will be. One of my good friends and a godbrother, who's a japa chanting partner of mine, often likes to simplify things, and he says that be present for the holy name, just as you'd be present for a friend. And you don't have to do anything except for just be present and aware and conscious that you're there with the person, and don't be somewhere else. So be present for the holy name and remember that Krishna is an extraordinary person. He's present fully and wholly in his divine names. So let's try again. Now we're here in Sri Māyāpur Dham, where the whole process of chanting Hare Krishna began. Of course, it's eternal, but there was a restart here in this Kali Yuga right from this place, so we'll derive extra benefit by remembering our practice and dedicating to it in this holy Dham. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura. I have an excerpt from a letter Prabhupada wrote about chanting. Would you like to hear it? Yeah. This is a letter to Govinda Dasi on the 20th of July, 1973. Of course, we have to control the mind, and I have already instructed you that all my students, that the restless, fickle mind can only be controlled by putting the mind to the lotus feet of Krishna, and that can best be done by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. And there is no alternative in this age. By chanting without offenses, could you fix the gain, please? By chanting without offenses, the devotee cries to Radharani and Krishna to please lift him out of the material energy and put him into the spiritual energy, which is devotional service. And because we are not at the stage where we can chant and do nothing else all day, there are so many other engagements. So you have sufficient engagement there? Because if we are not full-time engaged, then the mind is free to do its fickle business of rejection and acceptance for sense gratification. Maya will immediately enter. We do not even have to call her. The moment we are not absorbed in Krishna's devotional service, she appears. Any reflection? You don't have to call Maya? She's already there waiting. Yes, Bhakti Jimmy. Welcome Bhakti Jimmy. To Jimmy. He goes to school here in Māyāpur. The dead mic. Dead mic syndrome.
Yeah, I really appreciate the point about how the solution for fixing or for controlling our mind is by fixing it on the beautiful lotus feet of Krishna. I know Hamsarup Prabhu in New York, that was one thing he always told me, just think about Krishna's lotus feet. And one reflection I had during this japa session, thinking about Krishna's lotus feet, it just naturally enlivens the mind, makes me enthusiastic and happy. And I was reflecting, wow, actually controlling the mind with determination's actually a really fun and enjoyable thing, in that it's not like really dry or austere, but the way to control the mind is by being happy and enthusiastic, and the way to become happy and enthusiastic naturally is just to focus our mind on the lotus feet of Krishna.
Haribo! Controlling the mind is fun and enjoyable. Any other reflections about what Prabhupada just said? Yes.
I was appreciating the fact that Prabhupada said we're not at the stage where we can just chant and do nothing else all day, so he kind of gave the practical solution and how we can still keep our mind engaged on Krishna and do Krishna conscious activities all day.
Yes, it's an important point. I was listening to Prabhupada this morning, and he was saying that we cannot imitate Haridāsa Ṭhākura. He said, if you try to imitate Haridāsa Ṭhākura, then you'll simply sleep. And then he said also that all of us should sacrifice some time for Krishna every day. And he said, if you take time to chant japa, this is the best sacrifice of time. We may think, oh, my time, I have so many things I have to do. But if you sacrifice some time for Krishna, say, Krishna, I'm taking this time, I'm sacrificing, I'm giving for your sake only, and just chant japa, then he said that's the best kind of sacrifice. And a corollary point is, in the story of the Pracetās, they lived at that time for 100,000 years, And they took 10,000 years to do their special austerities that I don't think we could do because they lived underwater for 10,000 years and did their meditation. Apparently it's quieter under there. And then Prabhupada said, if you just take that portion of your life, a 10% cut, and you offer it to Krishna, then you can make your life perfect in the human form of life. We have so many other duties to do, but if you set aside that slice and say, I'm sacrificing this just for you, then everything else becomes successful. What do you think of that? Jai. Okay. Well, let's sacrifice a few more minutes. We have 10 more to go. And just one last thought about a mood that's helpful to chant in is a mood of gratitude. Can you name one thing that you're grateful to Krishna for? You better raise your hands fast. Yes. What? For your health. Your body's like a miracle, right? They can't hear online.
Yeah, just health, and the fact that we can all be sitting in this room right now, because especially, like somebody was saying earlier, that everything is magnified in the Dham, and I feel like the gift of health has especially been also magnified in the Dham this yatra, because everybody's falling sick, and it's like people fall sick so fast, and they also recover so fast. Like it was like one day in Jagannath Puri, I was out, but I recovered just as fast as I fell sick. So yeah, I'm just really grateful that I'm able to be here.
Fantastic. 2 more and we'll go for the last. What are you grateful to Krishna for? Hare Pran.
Just for being here in the Association of Devotees in Māyāpur Dham. That's something that I'm very grateful for. I remember just being in America, and I'm always thinking, when will that time come when I can go to Māyāpur and just chant with the devotees? It's like reality is coming true, a dream is coming true. So.
Okay. One last one.
Hey Krishna, I'm just like how Hadai Pran and Keli Kunjakumari said, I'm just very grateful to be here in this yatra in the association of all the devotees, because many people can't come either due to like financial reasons or like visa or so on and so forth. So I'm just grateful to be here.
Gaur Premanande Haribol. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Put the battery.
Thanks everyone for sacrificing your most valuable time in your beautiful life to sit here in the japa circle. Dear Srila Prabhupada, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Pracetās, if you so desire, please empower everyone who joined the japa circle today, everyone who intended to join the japa circle, everyone who forgot about it, that they may have power of remembering your lotus feet and feeling happy in controlling their mind and senses by chanting our holy names. Thank you for considering our request. Om Dāsa. Everyone who agrees with this prayer, in whole or in part, please say Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna!